Okay, this is on the Bosco job, number 55796, installed on 528 and 29 by Brett. So I'm out at the AC first on this one. So we have two AC units. We are replacing this bigger one on the right. I put an X on it as per what they told me. So you're going to flush the 7/8 line set, and I'll give you a new 7/8 Rubitex. I'm giving you a 36-inch pad to put on top of the concrete, just because Lance likes it like that. So anyway, so the disconnect is in this little pump house back there somewhere. So Parker is going to put a 4x4 box in there and bring your disconnect and put a new disconnect out here somewhere. I don't know where it would be code, but Lance says between the two, but that's not code either. So put a new disconnect wherever the best code place would be. Okay, let's see. You do only have two wires, and so I can't think of what controls you need offhand, but I bet you need a transformer and maybe a relay. Not sure. Okay, so I'm going to pause it and go inside. Okay, come down the stairs. We have this furnace room here. We are getting rid of the humidifier. We are getting rid of this damper. I'm going to replace it with a bigger one. We are leaving this zone board supply. I have a cut line right there. So you're going to cut right there and just remove this piece here. And remove the coil, of course. And then I have a cut line right there, right up to that 45. And on top of that 45, whoops, is this 8-inch pipe. So I need to remember to get you, oh yeah, I wrote it down. Okay, so, and then on the return, you're gonna leave the filter box. You're going to leave this boot. But I have a cut line right here, so you're going to just get rid of this piece of duct. Cut line right there, and then cut out the bottom of the duct for that fitting. We're going to lift the furnace on a 6-inch base. So cut your conduit down as needed. Your flues. I gave you a bunch of stuff just because I don't know if you have to, you want these bells straight up and down, not sideways. So I don't know if you 45 and then a 90 to get them straight, bell, and then a 90, and then a 90, 45, I don't know. I give you a bunch of stuff to do it. I'm giving you all new drain stuff. You're going to raise it up so everything's changed. On this, I'm going to give you a 3/4 by 1/2 T. I believe you can just cut this and that 1/2-inch T glues onto here. But if it doesn't, then just do what they've done. Okay, the furnace will sit on a 6-inch base. This will not be moving. And it looks to me like you won't have to patch any of the furnace when you raise it up, because they cut their hole so small in there. 5 inches, so it should be just right. Then our new coil, transition canvas. And then, so you're going to remove this takeoff and put a new takeoff in. I hope it's 12. I hope that go under the gas pipe. Yeah, it will. Yeah. So that new takeoff, and then the canvas, and then your damper, new damper, and then the reducer, and then that's the side top view, and your 245s, and then a transition to the existing duct. So I also need to rehook up this 8-inch, and rather than come off here like it was and go backwards, I figure probably a 8-inch side takeoff right here with 290s and roll them up in there. So off the corner here, do an 8-inch side takeoff, and 90 up and 90 in. And that'd probably be a lot more air than trying to get it backwards up the top of that. Okay, what else? Okay, the return to the existing base, then we're gonna transition bigger, the starting color. Up the front of here, we're gonna put a 12-inch round. I'll give you 10 feet of 12-inch round pipe, 290s, and 30 by 6 flat rail, and a 30 by 10 baseboard rail. So you're gonna come over here and get them, and you want the grill just over the pipe or under pipe, not directly in line with it. But make sure you have a good saw, vibrating saw, because you're gonna need, so 30, you want them right in the corner, so at 30, you're gonna be cutting this, this, and this. So it might even be beneficial if you had some white caulk, white paintable caulk, to put that on too. And then you're gonna have a 30 by 6 up high there. So that's that. Okay, so we place zone damper coming out front, raise furnace on base, your vent, rehook it up. Okay, your gas, you're just going to replace this short gas flex with a longer one and reuse everything else. Drain, 2 existing, well, I wrote 2 existing, but 2 floor, and I'll give you stuff for everything. Thermostat, reuse existing. Humidifier, going to eliminate it. Power, just cut the conduit down as needed and reuse. It says clean up and wipe down furnace, so all this stuff's cleaned up. And I went over the AC already. That's it. Thanks.